So today I've got a yoga for wrists with puppies. So this one is going to help mobilize the wrists and strengthen them a little bit. So this is especially good if you notice that you struggle a little bit in all fours position or in downward dog, things like that. Also good if you're doing other things like climbing or other fitness kind of things where you're trying to hang or just need to improve your wrist strength a little bit. There's a few exercises in here that will help you out. So we'll get started. So we're going to start seated, so you can come to kneeling or cross-legged or whatever is comfortable. You can even do this first one in a chair if you prefer. But we're going to just start by warming up the wrists a little bit. So we'll bring the heels of the hands together and just start to roll the wrists around. So we're bringing heels of the hands, the thumb side of the hand together, the backs of the hands, and then the little finger side of the hands, and just rolling them around. Good, and we'll just stay in this direction for a little while. Just notice anything that's going on in the wrists. Notice how this feels. Good, and then we'll take it the other way. And just be really mindful as we move through this little practice of any feelings or sensations you've got going on through the wrists. If there's any pain or serious discomfort, feel free to just miss out whatever we're doing and join in with the next bit. Good. Just work through any little niggly bits here if you want. And then give the arms a little shake. Good. From here, we're going to start to flick the fingertips away, as if you're trying to flick water off the fingers. Good. Staying with this a little bit, maybe going a little bit faster if you can. Good. And then we're going to change direction, bring them out towards the sides, keeping with that flicking action. Good. And then moving the hands down. The forearms might start to hurt a little bit. Keep going. Out to the side. Or out in front, sorry. Now out to the side. Maybe up above your head, out in front. Every time they start to ache, change position, try and distract yourself, keep it going. Good, and then shake it out. Bring some movement into the shoulders. Good. And then from here, we're going to come to all fours. Feel free to bring something underneath your knees, a cushion or a blanket or something if you need. And we'll start here by just taking some circles around the wrists. So this will help stretch out the forearms a little bit as well. Just keeping these circles fairly slow and small to start with. And then you can start to make them a little bit bigger if you want to. And just again here, noticing what you can feel through the wrists. And notice what you can feel going on through the hands as well. Trying your best to spread your weight evenly through the palms. So we want to be trying our best to press our whole hand into the ground. So pressing into the knuckle joints, pressing into the fingertips. Good, and then we'll take it round the other way as well. Good. And then from here, we're going to bring the hips back to the heels. And we're just going to start padding the hands from one side to the other, moving the hands around as you go. So turning the fingertips round to the sides, maybe back behind you. Just going as far as is comfortable. Good, and you can start to turn them in towards the body as well. And again, just noticing what you can feel going on for you. You can really use these kinds of practices to get to know our body better, get to know ourselves better, learning what works for us, what doesn't work for us. And kind of being okay with that as well. Everybody is different. And we can use our yoga practice to really kind of build a healthy, loving relationship with ourselves, accepting the things that we can do and accepting the things that aren't for us. Good. And if you want a little bit more here, you can come onto all fours and just keep with this action. Good. Hello, puppies. Good. And then coming back, kneeling. And from here, we're going to start to strengthen a little bit. So what we're going to do is press into the fingertips to lift the palms away from the floor and then drop the hands back down. Pressing into the fingertips to lift up, lowering back down. So the strength is really coming from the fingers and we're not just lifting up with our core strength, but really trying your best to use the finger strength here. Good. If this is feeling okay and you want a bit more, do the same but on all fours, so you've got more of your body weight pressing down onto your hands. And again, really trying to use the finger strength rather than pulling up and down through the core. Good, taking a few more of these. Stop if it ever gets too much, have a little break, and you can always join back in if you want. Good. 2 more. Good. Have a little shake out. Woo. Take some circles through the wrists if you need to. And then we're going to take one hand out in front, fingertips facing down, pressing gently into the back of the hand, trying your best to keep this arm straight. Good. And then turning the fingertips up. Just gently pressing the hand back. Good. Letting it go. We'll do the same on the other side, turning the hand down, gently pressing on the back of the hand. Good. And then turning that hand up, trying to keep that extended arm straight. Good, and then letting it go, have a little shake out. And this is going to be our last little bit. So we're going to bring the backs of the hands down onto the floor and then trying to make a fist here. Now this is going to feel a little bit strange and you might struggle to make the fist. So just work on bringing the fingers towards the palms. And then from here, we're going to dip down, bending the elbows down to the sides, pressing yourself back up. Good. Moving like this. And just trying your best to find a comfy-ish position here. So just lowering as low as is comfortable, pressing yourself back up. And again, if this is feeling okay, you can try this on all fours as well. So again, you're just adding a bit more body weight to it. Good. Pressing yourself back up. Don't you knock it over. Hello. What are you doing, huh? Good. Taking one more. And then letting it go. Shaking out through the wrists. Take some more of those rolls that we had at the beginning. And bring the hands to prayer and Jali Mudra. Hopefully this is feeling quite nice. Pressing the hands back in this position. Take a couple of breaths here. And then that's it, we're all done. So Hi. Don't you knock it over. Ugh.